Typically, while going through a divorce, the attorney will want to get a business estimated value that will cost anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000, but the net income, profit/owner's benefit/seller's cash flow of a business is subject to a certain multiple to arrive at a selling price. The multiple method is clearly the way to go. You have probably heard of businesses selling at X times earnings. The theory behind the owner benefit number is to take the business's profits plus the owner's salary and benefits. Businesses that have a strong track record, repeat clients, more than 3 years in business. The multiplier used to be more in the 5 or 6 times. Nearly all small businesses will sell in the 2 to 3 times owner benefit window. Example income $37,000 by 2 equals $74,000 or $37,000 by 3 equals $111,000. This is an example without figuring in the profit of the business. AM Prints has been open for more than 24 years. Recently moved to a storefront with large windows next to a popular restaurant, which gives it 100% exposure versus down in a basement of a home. With all that said, AM Prints is worth $111,000.
You got a lot of equity sitting here. You didn't want to pay what it was worth. You want to pay what you could afford for this thing. I mean, it wasn't even what it should be worth. Do you feel like, let's say the business is worth $100,000. You feel that it's fair that you got all of it and I got none of it?
I don't feel the business is worth that. I look at this business as an income for me.
AM Prints and it's Dave Howe. They're like combined. So.
Well, they're not.
Well, they are.
Two separate debts.
You're true. When we separate them, there's part on the AM Prints side that is still AM Prints.
But we were married.
Makes no difference. It's a debt to a company. It'd be like having a car. If
Okay.
I bought a $20,000 car,
So let's talk Dandies. Debt to a company.
they were closed. It was closed, and it was between us both. Neither one of us could benefit from that. Either way, it was
Right.
solid even.
And I can't benefit from this either.
If AM
It's
Prints,
debt.
okay, let's put it
It's
this way.
loss.
If I bought a $20,000 car, what would happen if I had a $20,000 car and you have to come up, I'd have to come up with something else. I'd have to give you $20,000 in equity to the house.
But
I'd have
see,
to give you something
But
for
you're
that
not,
$20,000.
you're in your analogy, okay, let's say car. If you took the car, anything we've already paid on that car, you know, like that's in the agreement, okay? The car's worth X. So we've got $50,000 that we got to split. The car's worth X. You take that as part of your half of the 50. I take this as part of my half of the 50. I mean, you negotiate so that it balances.
Right.
So
So
that's what we
$37,000
did.
would have gone over to this side of the fence, and I would be over here waiting for my $37,000 to come back for an even till here. That's how it works. So the debt, let's say $37,000. You
mean
split it in half.
the amount of money that we borrowed from Mom?
Okay, yes.
Is that what you're talking
And
about?
then was that $37,000?
Okay, what about, okay, let's talk about debt. What about Dandies?
In the divorce, if we would have sold AM Prints, we both would have owed the $37,000. We both would have to pay it off. But because you bought it, it goes with the AM Prints. Half of that would mean that I would owe $18,500. When we got the business, when I thought the pricing was wrong anyway, means that $18,500, so I get whatever it was, 15 back or whatever. Well, that basically means that the business you got for nothing, and I still gave you $3,500. You got the business for free. The way it should have been, the $37,000 went with AM Prints because that was an even deal. In the beginning, one day you said, "Why? I've been married to you for 24 years. Have I ever screwed you over? Have I ever done this? Have I ever done that? I want to be fair." And then later on we got into a part of you said, when we're talking about $12,000, you go, "I don't think either one of us should ever feel like we got shorted on this deal. We should work it out." I just want to see if you really believe in your heart that you got all the equity out of this business, $100,000, and I got none of it. I got nothing out of the house really. We got very little we walked with.
No kidding.
It's at 59 years old. You've got a business that there's no equity I got out of it whatsoever. I never got a dime basically out of it, as far as right now what's going on. So let's say 5 years down the road, and I've got to retire. I have no way to be able to keep on paying a house payment. You could sell this thing here for $100,000, move into a house, and not have to have a whole lot of payments, and retire and be happily ever after.
Well,
And
that I don't
still-
know. That I don't know.
That's what's
The
gonna
way
happen.
I see it, I'm gonna be working till I'm in the grave.
But you
because
still have a
I
big equity here.
payments to make.
There's a
I
big
don't know
equity
that.
here.
I don't know that. Honestly, I don't. Because I'm not looking at that.